Prepare for the loading screen that will be your mind exploding from amazing gaming news. Are you expecting this? I bet you're not. Oh, let's do this.
Hello and welcome to Respawn TV. I'm your host Nate Quick, and this is your source for all things nerd culture. We're going to start things off with the major releases for the rest of the summer. These AAA titles will be releasing over the next few months, so be sure to keep an eye on them. This week's releases are Dragon Quest Heroes 2 for the PS4, April 25th. Outlast 2 for the PC, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One on April 25th. Warhammer 40K Dawn of War 3 for the PC, April 27th. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch, April 28th. Injustice 2 for the PS4, Xbox One, May 16th. Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia for the 3DS, May 19th. Darksiders War Mastered Edition for the Wii U, May 23rd. Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood for the PC, PS4, and Mac, June 13th. Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age for PS4, July 11th. Middle-earth Shadow of War for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One on August 22nd. And Uncharted The Lost Legacy for the PS4, also August 22nd. These games and many more will be releasing throughout April and the summer months, so be sure to keep a lookout for them. Up next, check out Nelson's pack, Storyteller.
What's up, y'all? Nelson Butler here, and it's another segment of Storyteller. This week, I'm going to discuss the 5 qualities that make a good story in a game.
It all begins here.
These qualities usually determine what makes a game succeed or flop. Number 1, good character development. I cannot tell you how many times I played a game and all the characters have one solid personality trait. When it comes down to a hot-headed musclehead or a defenseless damsel in distress, they only seem to serve that purpose throughout the whole game. It's downright annoying. Make the characters realistic. People have different emotions. Let them express it.
I'm so sorry.
Stop pretending you care about me!
Number 2, a good balance between action and relief. Now, we love to play games with a lot of excitement and thrills, but if you're constantly in these tensified scenes, it starts to get tiresome. You need a break from the shooting and running to actually enjoy what else the game has to offer. Enjoy the environment, have a conversation or two, get a chance to relax so that the next exciting scene has more of an effect. But too much relaxation will drag the game on, and nobody wants to endure that for long. Number 3, little predictability. Almost every game gets predictable at some point, but the good ones keep it at little to none. We have seen enough games with the same type of twist. We want games with a new twist. Have the traitor be someone we wouldn't expect. Stop having the game start on the protagonist's birthday where his life changes for the worse. The games with the least amount of predictability has the least amount of cliche. Number 4, a good dialogue. A story is nothing unless the characters sound believable. Not in voice acting, but in actual conversation. The dialogue can always spot out if the characters actually have good chemistry or if they're just forced to like each other because they're in the game world together. This is most definitely important when it comes to the main character and the love interest. Like, we already know they're going to fall in love, but can we at least believe that their relationship builds up into something stronger, not just placing the story like it was a requirement. Number 5, an interesting world. Overall, the game has to have a creative world, even if it's supposed to be realistic. We play games to escape from reality, whether that be running around in a world full of monsters or fighting against the army of an Asian dynasty. Somehow, the world that you chose to spend a couple of hours enduring must have some type of creativity to it that makes you want to continue exploring this environment. And there you guys have it, the top 5 qualities that make a good game. Games are a great source of entertainment that's going to stick with us for a long time. I hope if my segments taught you anything, it's how to separate the great ones from the bad ones. Always keep a key eye on what you spend your money on, and make sure you remember what a great game consists of. Thank you guys for listening to my rants. I'm Nelson Butler, and I hope you enjoyed all my reviews on Storyteller.
Thanks, Nelson. Next, we'll dive into the world of esports with Sean Nenow.
This is Esports Now, and I'm Sean Nenow. Let's start this week by talking about League of Legends playoffs. The quarterfinals are complete and semifinals are set up. In Europe, Misfits came back from an 0-2 deficit to beat Splice 3-2. Misfits will play the Unicorns of Love in the semifinals. Fnatic had a 3-0 clean sweep of H2K. After having a rocky regular season, Fnatic will try to continue their hot streak against G2 Esports.
Attention bot, stun, got hit. Bear, stuck, gonna be in some trouble here, flashing away, the damage comes through. First blood goes through.
For North American League of Legends, Phoenix 1 had a decisive 3-0 win over Team Dignitas. Phoenix 1 will play Cloud9 in the semifinals. FlyQuest came back in spectacular fashion, being led by their shot caller, High. Being down 0-2 is never good, but with their backs against the wall, FlyQuest pulled out the reverse sweep against Counter Logic Gaming. With the win, FlyQuest will now get to play perennial powerhouse Team Solo Mid in the semifinals.
The miraculous solo comeback from Chudat.
Oh, that looked like it was smash and a half. Falling up air?
Oh, yeah.
Trap Fox moves on.
Yahoo Esports held a Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament for 16 players, 8 from the West and 8 from the East, to try and reignite old rivalries. Well-known players from the East were Hungrybox, Mewtwo King, Wizrobe, and Chudat. From the West, the players include Mango, SFAT, Westballs, and S2J.
Great set. Hungrybox gets it done. Hungrybox gets it done. Is the winner of Smash Rivalries.
Yes.
Nice. Congratulations. Hey. Gets it done.
In the singles competition, Hungrybox took the win over Wizrobe. Hungrybox played Jigglypuff and Wizrobe played Captain Falcon. In doubles, 4-Leaf Mango beat We'll Sleep Anywhere. Lucky and Mango, playing Falcon and Fox, beat Mewtwo King and Hungrybox, who played a combination of Jigglypuff, Fox, Sheik, and Marth.
Device needs to be extremely good on the way through. Knows one's in the corner, hits it! Incredible, but no way, it's done! They take down Device, Zippix is found, and FaZe Clan, with all the tools, Kerrigan's gonna love it, Nico's gonna lead the way, it's FaZe that win in Star Ladder!
Counter-Strike Global Offensive wrapped up Star Ladder I-League Season 3. FaZe Clan beat Astralis 2-1 in the series after going down in the first game 14-16. FaZe Clan came out strong in Game 2 by winning 16-6. FaZe Clan and Astralis went down to the all-deciding Game 3, and it came down to bonus maps, and the match ending 19-17. Well, this wraps up Esports Now. I've been your host, Sean Nenow. We now send it back to Respawn TV.
Thanks, Sean. Last December, Nintendo announced that one of its plans for the 3DS was a team-up with HackerOne, a company that organizes programs and people to search for vulnerabilities in the systems of their customers. Anyone can submit a report detailing a system vulnerability and will be rewarded with a bounty ranging from $100 to $20,000, depending on the details and danger level of the bug. Last month, the deal was extended to include security flaws with the recently released Nintendo Switch. Specifically, privilege escalation, kernel takeover, ARM Trust Zone takeover, and userland takeovers in Nintendo-published applications. It seems that the program has met with some level of success, as HackerOne reported that 3 people were rewarded with undisclosed bounties last week. We'll continue after some commercials. Now it's time for our newest segment, NWIRL, where we'll take a look at some of the nerd culture right here in Maryville. Mackenzie and Devin have our story.
This club, this is the first semester that it's coming back, so we don't have the traction. Like we haven't been a club in a couple of semesters, so we don't have that traction. It's like, yeah, we were here last semester, so we were able to, we weren't able to pull from anybody that already had, has already been in the club before. And it's like, oh yeah, I remember film club, so we had 2 rounds of auditions, like 2 nights of auditions. And right before the first night, I told Sydney, my producer, I told her, it's like, if I can't find the right person to play, you know, the opposite of, you know, my character's wife, I wasn't gonna do it. That was probably my toughest. Like, if the college has a film club, which Northwest does, that's why we made this film. If your college has a film club, get involved. Like the Bradley Justice and I, we're both media majors, but that doesn't mean you have to be a media major to be in film club. It's just, if you have a passion for film, even if you want to just act in the film or if you want to be behind the scenes, we will teach you. Like, we'll do the best. Well, I guess we'll do the best in teaching you, but get involved. Like, superhero film, it's a superhero in disguise, basically. So basically every superhero that has like a secret identity, that's basically what mostly Spider-Man, because I kind of have the same build as him, so I kind of base it off of him, and a little bit of the DC Comics character Nightwing. Like, if you look at the logo of look at the logo of my character, he kind of has around the same logo as I almost said the Hawk. That's my guy, the Nightwing. I wanted to make sure that Madison and Sam's, like, their marriage seemed real. Like, I wanted to make it looked like it was an actual marriage. And I watched the rough cut and I was like, yeah, we're good. As VP, I do want us to grow. I do kind of want us to have some backers. I just want a lot of people that aren't necessarily in media, like, get some computer science people, get math people, get theater people, get whoever, just to be in the to be in the club and just learn.
Thanks, guys. If your event or your organization wants to be featured on NWIRL, you can message us on Facebook or email respawnknwt8@gmail.com with the subject line NWIRL. That's respawnknwt8@gmail.com. Subject line NW_IRL. California's attempt at solar energy seems to be paying off in spades, as the amount of energy produced by the sun, combined with massive number of solar farms in the state, brought hourly energy prices from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at or below $0 per megawatt hour on average. This doesn't mean that consumers can expect to receive free energy or a significant dip in their electric bill. Californians continue to pay around average retail prices for electricity, which also happen to be among the highest in the nation. What this does mean, however, is that solar power is working and may eventually become a standard for energy production if it continues to operate so efficiently, which could eventually lead to job growth in the field, as well as cheaper energy prices for consumers. For reference, in March 2013, 2014, and 2015, average hourly prices during the same time of day range from $14 per megawatt hour to $45. Now we're going to take a short break for commercials, but first, here's Jack McCormick with Why?
Hello, Respawners! In honor of Pepsi's recent blunder of an ad, we'll be looking at other questionable moves on Pepsi's part here on Why? Before Kendall Jenner was repping Pepsi, there was Pepsi Man, who resembles Marvel's Silver Surfer if he had sold out to Pepsi. Pepsi Man was the mascot for Pepsi's Japanese corporate branch in the late 90s. The premise of Pepsi Man is he would sprint across town to help Pepsi addicts get their fix by shouting carbonation sounds at them to magically make Pepsi appear. Those ads would go on to inspire the video game of that exact same principle. The gameplay is comparable to that of Crash Bandicoot, but instead of collecting Wumba fruit, you're collecting cans of Pepsi. You are bombarded with Pepsi advertising in this game. In fact, there is not one frame of gameplay where you don't have Pepsi somewhere on the screen. Pepsi Man is always accompanied by his theme music, which ensures you will never forget the name of the game you're playing. And after minutes of gameplay, you will consider ending it all if you have to hear his name one more time. And you most definitely will. Throughout the game, you get cutscenes of a man sitting in his house watching you play the game while he drinks Pepsi. Like, a lot of Pepsi. Like a ridiculous amount of Pepsi. Like, this man should not be alive, and it's almost a crime against humanity that he can ingest that much Pepsi and still walk amongst the living. Wilford Brimley, tell everyone what this man definitely has.
Diabetes, 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 diabetes.
This man is supposed to represent the average American. When Japan thinks of your typical American and what they might be doing, they envision us all slowly poisoning ourselves with junk food in front of the TV in a dimly lit room. They're not totally wrong, but that still hurts Japan. Mods have been created in many other video games that allow you to play Pepsi Man in their respected environments. A few of my favorites worth mentioning are WWE 2K16, where you can put Pepsi Man in the ring against one of your favorite WWE superstars. Or Super Smash Bros., where you can have Captain Falcon take on the persona of Pepsi Man. And my personal favorite, Metal Gear Solid, because it looks like a way more intense version of the original Pepsi Man game, and you can even have Pepsi Man take on a Coca-Cola boss, ensuring no one will ever have a Coke problem again. Japan had marketing right. Pepsi Man over Kendall Jenner any day. And for the last time, this has been Jack McCormick with the last installment of Why? That's all the weird things I have to share with you, Nate. You may now go home and wash your eyes with holy water and try to forget all the things you've seen on this show. Back to Respawn TV.
Welcome back to Respawn TV. You just saw our favorite pack from our favorite senior here at Respawn, Jack McCormick, with Why? We're gonna miss him. Thank you for watching Respawn TV. I'm your host, Nate Quick, and please stay tuned for Project Delta. Respawn TV and Delta air each week, Monday through Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. And you can watch our content, including an exclusive cut of Jack's packs, online at facebook.com/respawn8 or on KNWT's YouTube page.
Hello and welcome to Project Delta. I'm your host, Bradley Justice, and we are here with
Nelson Butler from Storyteller.
And it's his first time on Delta this semester.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous about it.
So what game are we playing?
We're going to play Injustice by Gods Among Us. And it's the Ultimate Edition, so we got a little bit extra characters.
Okay, so I'm going to be here right now, and I'm playing as Shazam. You're playing as Flash.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. So I played Injustice once, but it was like years ago when it first came out. And it helps me out because, you know, I'm used to playing Mortal Kombat. I noticed that the features are exactly the same. So hopefully I won't get demolished like I am right now.
I don't know, you're doing pretty good. Jumping in the sky.
Right. Jump.
So do you know what this, so this game's mainly basically DC heroes, right? Like Batman v Superman sort of situation, right?
Yeah, including Scorpion, if you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Mortal Kombat.
So I mean, the game's intense. I mean, Injustice 2 is coming out. I'm just looking at the previews. It's like I'm falling in love with it every time I see it. Oh gosh, man.
Yeah, so I can't wait for that game to come out and see. Let's see if I get you my. Yeah, just a barely missed. Dang, that was close.
So I mean, I noticed that on the storyline. Not trying to have any spoiler alerts, but I know that they have a more in-depth of people and they have characters. How do you do that?
Yeah, I think these things, most Mortal Kombat in these games got to be arena friendly in a way. I wouldn't say friendly, but
arena. How's the storyline in it though?
The storyline in this is definitely should have been Batman vs Superman. To be honest,
I can agree with that. That movie was horrible. Like it had no type of gosh. I think I know well, that was disappointing. But I know that the DC is trying to make the Justice League movies.
Yes.
And I think the Justice League movies, I think it's going to fail, in all honesty. I'm sorry. Just because of Batman vs Superman and most of the DC they're kind of falling out. And they're not as good, especially with the competition, Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel I feel like has the better movies, but DC always has the better TV shows.
Oh yeah, they're on top of it.
So who are you going to go with now?
I don't know. Let's see. I'll probably go ahead and try to be. I'll probably be Raven.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't tried her yet.
You can choose, since I chose the...
Oh, actually, I cannot.
Oh, is there any particular one?
Let's do Arkham Asylum.
Okay. Yeah, speaking of, like, you know, stuff like that, though, I feel like the Justice League movie, they had Heath Ledger's Joker in there, if they had Christian Bale's Batman, I feel like if they brought all the good, you know, the ones that have proven themselves sort of thing, because, you know, Ben Affleck has had a couple movies under his belt, but I don't think he's as proven himself as good yet.
Yeah, true, I know, that's right. I think what it was is just they lacked, they were so hyped on the commercialism, and they knew everyone would go see it because it had so much hype, but the fact that they only fought for like 10 minutes was very disappointing. So at least in this one, they could fight for much longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah. But, you know, I think they made some comics about this because it's the first time everyone's freaking out because Batman lives by the rule of, you know, no killing.
Yeah.
Right? And he kills in the comics because he's afraid of Joker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's afraid of Joker, like, torturing Superman.
Oh, wow.
And so that was what the comics that I remember reading.
So that's what happened in the actual comics. We know the comics, they've changed over. They always change the storylines. It's hard to figure out the basis form of the comics, but you know what I would love if they just somehow wanted to bring Batman Beyond. That was my...
Oh, I think you jumped over it. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. That's what I'm talking about. That's harassment, shields, and jokes. But I say for this storyline, I would have loved to see it. I saw that they had Batman's son, which I saw the movie.
Yes.
But I didn't see it in the game. And that's what I was like, oh gosh, they brought him in too. What is he, like the fourth Robin?
Yeah, something like that.
4.2.0 or something like that. I don't know. There's so many of them. Okay, I'm getting dominated. Jeez, Deathstroke clearly wins.
Deathstroke and like a couple of characters, I think like Ares and Aquaman, they're sort of like, you know, you never really want to face them online because people who know how to use them know how to use them. Like, that's any character, but these characters, you don't have to be very skilled to have to use them.
They're just easy ones to play with.
Just stand back and start shooting, you know.
Deathstroke is Slade, right?
Yes, he is Slade from the Teen Titans.
Man, I love Slade and Teen Titans. I thought he was perfect. And I think they were supposed to make a Teen Titans movie as well.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I just hope it's good, man. It's like I love DC and I love what they do, but it's just I just want them to execute it well.
Yeah, some of like the fun, like they always have like the comedic things in here, like Joker, like his tourist abilities and stuff like that. We're gonna go in the Watchtower. Everyone loves the Justice League Watchtower.
Of course, who doesn't, right?
And so with this game, like, you know, the funny thing with Joker having this funny skin, this, you know, tourist-looking skin right here.
Oh my God. Of course, that's like perfect Joker outfit.
It's typical Joker.
Yeah, exactly. It's typical Joker. Is it the same voice characters? Does everyone have the same voice characters?
A lot of them do have the same voice characters as the comics back in like the 2000s. Like I know they added my favorite Justice League hero of all time, Jon Stewart, the Green Lantern from Justice League Unlimited days. Yeah? His original actor's in there.
How about Joker? Is his original actor in there?
I am not too sure. I don't know if it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
because Mark Hamill is usually he is the voice of Joker.
He is the only voice of Joker. He is the perfect Joker, man. It's like, come on. But in Under the Red Hood, who played Joker's voice? The guy who played Dr. Dragon on Kim Possible. He actually did pretty good in it. A lot of people was disappointed because it wasn't Joker though, and it's hard to get used to another Joker. Oh, sweet.
Yes. You got this one.
Oh man, she's so fine. Anyway, Joker. I think Joker, the actor, he always said that he was going to quit, and then you always find him in other games. Like you saw him in almost all the Arkham Asylum games and stuff. Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I got to get the advantage somehow.
Right, exactly.
But they always have some of like some of this stuff is, you know, like some of the specials and some of the other things are so brutal. Especially like some of the grabs in this game.
Oh yeah.
Like whenever you like that.
Oh my gosh! What?
Yeah.
And they just get back up. They just throw it off. Like, hey, that's nothing. I'm good with that.
And see, there's John Jones right there. Oh, I think I got you.
Oh,
I jumped over it. Dang it! I haven't gotten one. Oh, I'm so doomed. I'm so doomed. Oh, you got me.
I'm mad you didn't remind me that I could do that. Okay. Oh my gosh.
You got me. Oh, this is gonna be hard to come back from.
They just pull it off. They just like, oh geez. Wow, I didn't know that would almost kill you.
That's it. That's game, man. You got one.
That's what I'm talking about. That's perfect.
You got one. You totally got this.
Well, hey, Mortal Kombat guy can kill it.
They always got the greatest outros though, like when somebody wins, like Shazam flies in the air, she goes to this, you know, Slade, Deathstroke, they
Hey,
goes to the
sticks to
contact
their
thing.
character development. I think that's perfect. That's a lot of games.
It's just what happens, you know.
Yeah.
And so this story campaign is very diverse, and it gives you like the chance to like be a lot of people that you know you wouldn't usually play as, like Cyborg and Green Arrow,
Yeah, and I think that's awesome.
Ollie and stuff like that. And you also get to go against Doomsday and Grundy and stuff like that.
Like almost all the DC characters.
Yeah.
I think. It's
But this has been Project Delta along with Nelson Butler. Thank you for watching Project Delta and Respawn TV all of this semester. We hope to see you next semester, and see you later.
Thank you guys. See you next semester.